Okay. Now, some of y'all are gonna not like me for this very much, but you know what? I just gotta eat it. Because you know what, ladies? I see, after having spent some time this entire 4 days talking to my one sister that's 5 years older than me, and of course I have 4 sisters and I have four brothers. So, and the sister being closest to me, had the pleasure of having her company most of the weekend. And I gotta tell you, she wasn't really one of those who, you know, plotted and planned her wedding before she had a man and, you know, did all that fantasy type stuff. If she did, she didn't express it like the others. I mean, come on, ladies. We really do need to listen to men more often because we do make things complicated. First of all, we know he's going to do whatever it takes to still have sex. Not saying that they're untruthful. I'm just saying we already know, so you're setting yourself up right there from the gate, okay? Least of all, on top of that, you put, oh, I'm gonna plan this wedding and without a man. Don't teach our daughters that. Don't teach our daughters that. First of all, it's half of their responsibility too, you know, to consider what they want and how they want it and all that good stuff. So you don't just take it upon yourself and just plan the whole thing and say, oh yeah, you just get your tux and the guy's tuxes and and you know, I'll do the rest. No, that's the most silly thing. I never understood why my sister did that. One of my sisters, even to today, let's see, I'm 49, so she's got to be 58 or 60, something like that. She has to be by now. And she's still doing the same thing. Yeah, well, you know, when I get married, I'm gonna, you know, wear my, you know, Yves Saint Laurent, blah, 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 and I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna have that. And I'm like, you just really never learn. There are so many, and I look at it this way, and I understand. I had to check myself. No, I never did. I understand, you know, the positivity and, you know, put your prayer board up and da-da-da-da. But I mean, come on. You're 60 years old and you're still making the same mistakes as you did when we were kids. And we women just really need to listen to men a little bit more. And you know, I already did the thing, men listen to women, so now it's the women's turn. We really do need to listen to men, because you know what, I swear there would be a lot less divorces if you just shut the fuck up and let him go be in his cave. For a minute, men, you gotta come out and face whatever she needs you to face. But just like being a child all over again, I mean, you got the Christmas present at Christmas time, but you didn't take care of it. There was no upkeep. Yeah, that saying is true. Whatever it takes to get that person is what you need to take to keep them. You need, what it takes to get me is what it's going to take to keep me, you know? Yeah. So whatever it was then, I mean, you can't be saying, oh, you wore hot pants and you were so fine. Oh, don't wear hot pants now because I don't want other men looking at your legs. That's ridiculous. Well, unless you're just, you know, the jealous type or whatever. But I'm like, you know, we all need to listen to each other more and better and deeper. And women, we need to learn to let things go. Good morning. I have no clue who that was. Just let it go. So what? He was 5 minutes late coming home from the basketball game. So what? It's not. It doesn't mean he's having an affair. You know, we women look for shit to start. You know, and if I didn't see it any other time in my life, I so see it this past weekend, just between my sister and her husband. You know, and they're really, really good people, but it just shows me, I thank God I was the baby of 9, because I have learned just by being the baby how not to be. How not to, you know, well, I'm pregnant with your baby, so we gotta stay together. come on. You know, well, you did this, so I'm going to do that. Anyway, yeah, ladies, you know, just shut up. Stop talking. Have you noticed how much men don't talk? Because they don't need to know the other one's business. Well, 9 times out of 10. Okay, 8 times out of 10. You know, if they're, you know, twins, that might be a little bit different. Or if they're brothers in itself, that might be a little different. Because I found out how close men are to their brothers that are close. You know what I mean? So, yeah, sometimes we just need to just shut the fuck up and sit down and say, yes, dear, once in a while. That's got nothing to do with the submissive thing at all, okay? Sometimes you need to say, I'm sorry, and, you know, sit down and be quiet. That goes for all of us, you know? At some point in time, all of us need to just say, okay, I'm gonna listen, honey, go ahead, what? Okay, well, let's do it that way this time, okay? We did it this last time, we did it my way. This time we're gonna try it your way because it didn't turn out so good last time. And just listen. Shut up. Okay? It is not, and if your husband is not the type of man that's, you know, flowers and cards, stop trying to change him. I have a sister girlfriend that I had to let go because she was like that the whole 15 years she was with her baby daddy. Yeah, it was about that long. You can't change people, and stop going into marriage thinking you can change people. If you want to change him, why did you marry him to begin with? Why didn't you marry somebody that was like the end result already? You know? Stop changing people. Love yourself the way you are. Love them the way they are, and accept them. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, you fellas might, you know, leave your underwears on the floor or something like that. No, nice. No, sorry. Not acceptable. Thank God both my husbands never did that. Well, none of my boyfriends ever did that. Ever. Thank God. But I know some people do. You know, or at least not in community areas. I'll put it that way, you know. We all have to start someplace with something. But ladies, we really do need to listen to our men, because a lot of times, you know, just look at how men operate. You know, just go to a bar sometime and sit and look, see how men operate. Because I think some of you may have forgotten. You know, okay, go to the library, go to Barnes & Nobles and just sit and have coffee and just see how men interact with men. Go to a pool hall. I don't know if they still have those nowadays. Go to oh, they call it billiards now. Go to a pool hall, sit, and just watch how men interact with other men. They don't talk a lot. The average man, I don't know, but, you know, being almost 50, I might know a teeny bit. Now, I might not know what you know, but I know what I know. They don't talk a lot. The average man, unless he came from a big family with lots of sisters, doesn't gossip. You know? Some men do have this tendency to try to keep up with the Joneses things, but you know what? A lot of people do, period. But overall, I'm telling you ladies, if you just shut up and stop trying to change him, or if you're a controlling man, stop trying to change her, and just listen to each other and say, okay, let's try it this way. You don't have to be right all the time. Stop having that desire to have to be right, have to have the last word, have to, yeah, no. And you say, I love you, all that film and junk and garbage gets removed when you say, I love you. And when was the last time you said, I love you? Men, when was the last time you said, I love you without expecting sex? Women, when was the last time you said, I love you without expecting a new diamond ring or something? I don't know. But I'm telling you, just try it. Just try it. You can't go wrong. Just be quiet and listen sometime. Just listen. What harm would that do? And you know what's going to happen? You'll be like, oh. It's going to be like the Pina Colada song, you know. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, you know. And she didn't know he liked that, and he didn't know she liked that. Why don't you know? Because you don't listen to each other. Listen. That's all part of I love you. That's all part of I love you. Yeah, love is just a word. And then it's a deed that turns the word into an emotion. So do the deed and prove that you love somebody to that person. I love you, so I will listen to you, baby. Come on, let's sit down. Here's your glass of wine. We just go sit by the fire. Kids, go upstairs. Okay, so now you said that we need to change the mortgage on the house to the, okay, the fixed, and then, okay, so, okay, we'll try that for a year, okay, honey? Maybe you're right, we'll try that for a year. Okay. Okay, so we should take Bonnie out of this school and put her in that school because you think she'll learn, okay, fine, okay. So, and you're gonna start going out on Friday nights with the girls, and I'll go out with the boys, you know, we'll get a sitter, so, and we'll both be home by 10 so we could do our adult thing together before the kids come home Saturday morning. Okay, cool, we'll try that. What could it hurt? Can't hurt anything. Just sit and listen to the other person speak their mind without judgment, without changing, without, yeah, but, no. Okay. That's it. And yes, when I was in a 6-year relationship, 5, 4.5, and then my 2 marriages only lasted 6 months because I don't do abuse, I was always the one. Let's try this. Let's try keeping the romance alive. And I don't mind. I'm an Aries. I'm a baby. That's my job. I face it honorably. So I get to baby you now and say, hey, on your way home, stop and get your mate some flowers. Just one. Pick one from the neighbor's yard. He's not going to care. You know. She's not going to care. But the thought is there. Oh, wow. She thought of me enough to you know, wear that teddy. And I thought of her enough to not want to rip it off of her and fuck her brains out. Just admire her. Just admire all those beautiful curves and things that she didn't, that weren't there yesterday. You know? Just listen. Just listen. I love you. Have a great day. Love yourself.